The temperatures do continue to drop. Homeless shelters in our area are seeing an increase in the number of people seeking shelter from the elements. Local 5's Robin O'Guinye took a look at how one shelter is dealing with a high volume of calls, and she joins us live now from the studio with more. Robin?
Tom, the Department of Housing and Urban Development just released the annual homeless assessment report to Congress. The numbers show that there are about 5,000 homeless people in Wisconsin. And as the winter season wears on, concerns about where those homeless will stay are growing. Evidence of this week's heavy snowfall sits atop the Freedom House. If you're homeless, this much snow makes finding a place to sleep difficult.
We see families are a lot more frightened for their little ones and their own safety, because when the temperature drops and it gets snowy, things get a little bit more dangerous, especially when you're talking about sleeping outside, sleeping in cars, things like that. So we see a lot more phone calls.
The Freedom House accommodates 50 people, 8 to 12 weeks at a time, providing 3 meals a day and several different classes and trainings to help people get back on their feet. But taking in more people when it gets cold outside just isn't possible.
We have a database with over 100 families right now that we can't serve because we're full 365 days a year.
Despite the limitations, Freedom House has made strides in the past year as demand for temporary housing has grown. In 2018, they served 289 individuals and families compared to 162 in 2017. Freedom House says as far as finding additional shelter options for people during the winter, they're still working on that, but believe community collaboration can make all the difference.
The shelter capacity in our community is very finite. So having to operate within those bounds can be challenging, but I do believe that this is one of the most gracious communities that I've ever been a part of, and I think that if we were all able to put our heads together and work together, we'd be able to solve it.
Of the 5,000 individuals that are homeless in Wisconsin, the report shows 92% live at a shelter, but overall the number of homeless individuals is down in Wisconsin 22.5% from 2010. In the studio, Robin O'Guinye, Local 5 News.